What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're like full 16 times weakness Pokemon team. This is a team I've been wanting to do for a very long time, but since it's very situational, I haven't been able to do it until now. But before we get into this video, we have a quick sponsor for the channel. Do you have one of those fat wallets that takes up a lot of room in your pocket and you've got like 300 cards in there that you got from your auntie for Christmas like 10 years ago? Yep, I've got one of those. Today, we'll be introducing something better called the Ridge Wallet. The Ridge Wallet is a sleek, attractive wallet that takes up only a little bit of space but carries all the essentials. With two metal plates bound together by a durable elastic band, the Ridge looks nothing like a traditional wallet. It has 30,000 5-star reviews and is a better way to carry around your cash and your cards. There's a lifetime warranty if you love it and free returns if you don't. It comes in titanium, carbon fiber, aluminium, and over a dozen different styles and colors. The Ridge also sells other cool products like a duffel bag and a travel kit for all your daily needs. You can get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/salt. That's right, ridge.com/salt, and use code SALT. Link in the description. Alright people, today's question today is actually going to be located at the end of the video because we're going to be doing a special exhibition battle. Now you need to be able to watch this whole battle to understand the question of the day, and it's going to be an actual battle, so make sure you check out the end. If you guys enjoy this, I may actually implement it in a lot more of my theme teams. Okay, so today's battle, this took a very vast amount of time, like a lot of time. You'll be able to see why as the battle goes on. It's a mix of an epic battle and a very big science experiment. So man, if you could drop a like on the video, this took me so long. If you haven't dropped one already, I'm going to give you a good reason. Trust me. Alright, so we got a Golspot lead and a Beware lead. I've got Amoonguss and Trevor, so I don't need Amoonguss just yet. I'm going to be going into my fortress. So what happens, right, as I was explaining at the start of the video, I needed special circumstances to occur. So I needed to come across a Beware. So Beware was the only Pokemon that could work with this strategy. So you might be able to see where I'm going at the moment, or you might not. I'll explain it anyway. So firstly, we're going to give Fortress a forest around it. That's a tongue twister, people. A fortress. Say that 10 times. Forest. Man, I can't do it even once. Alright, so anyway, we've got a Z move here coming from the Beware, and that is going to be going for my Trevor. Now, this Trevor set, let me say what that is. We've got Forest Curse, Elite Seed, Substitute to Protect, Max Health, and Max Special Defense. Unfortunately for me there, after that Golspot's Onslaught nearly turning my Trevor into a seed, it's not going to be able to live. And the seed's going to get sucked out into space, people. Man, my Trevor didn't like stand a ghost of a chance then. It's going to be going down. However, Trevor did his job giving the Fortress a grass type. So at the moment, Fortress is grass typing, it's steel, and it's bug. So it's 8 times weak to fire right now. However, we want to go to the next level and make it 16 times weak. So some of you guys in the comment section of my last weakness video were talking about Parasect and Dry Skin, right? I want to address that right now. So say if the Fortress had Dry Skin right now, that would actually give it a 12 times weakness, not a 16 times weakness. So what we're going to do here is I needed the Pokemon Beware to get Fluffy, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Mega Alakazam, trace that Fluffy, right? So now Alakazam has got the Fluffy, and now I'm going to be going for a Calm Mind, boosting my special attack and defense 1 stage. However, I don't want these boosts at all. I'm going to be mimicking that Calm Mind on my Forester. So Fortress does get Mimic, which is really cool. So we got Calm Mind Fortress, people. This is some big plays here, people. Anyway, so we got the Flamethrower from this Slazzle there, taking me all the way down to 1 health. I've got the Sturdy ability. Now, this was probably one of the funniest parts of the battles. So I'm going to eat my Wiki Berry there. I'm going to eat all that up, and it's going to give me around half my health back, which is going to be very handy. So now Alakazam, right, is going to swap its skills with the Fortress. It's going to give the Fortress Fluffy ability. So now Fortress is 16 times weak to fire, and it lived the payback. The Alakazam lived the payback from getting my Fortress's Sturdy. Like, it's crazy. So now my Fortress is going to go for the Calm Mind, boosting its defense and special defense. Let's go for the Fortress and Alakazam. So firstly, Alakazam had Skill Swap, Calm Mind, Light Screen, and Trick Room. So we got the Beware going for the Protect there. It's probably thinking I'm going to go for like a Psychic type move, but all of my Pokemon pretty much here are passive apart from the Fortress. So now we're going to protect myself with the Fortress, and Alakazam is actually going to be able to set up the Trick Room, which is really nice. It actually went last out of all the Pokemon. Obviously, my Fortress is a little bit more of a worry at the moment. So now we're going to swap out the Mega Alakazam here, and we're going to go into the Heatran because we're going to be doing something very trolling here. We're going to have an Ally Switch Flashfire Heatran set. Look at this. This is just mean. So we got the payback from the Beware Mode, which is going to go for the Alakazam, which is going to do nothing. We got a big, bulky, fluffy Fortress here. And guess what? Heatran is going to get swapped into Fortress location, and that Flashfire is going to get absorbed. This was a really mean strategy, people. So pretty much here, we got a Heatran absorbing all the fire type moves. I can pretty much just like slide from side to side real quick, right? And we got the Heatran go for the Magma Storm here. What I need to do, right, is I need to trap in that Slazzle, do some good damage to it, and take it out with the Fortress. Its only other move was Flash Cannon. So pretty much here, I just did some shenanigans with the Ally Switch here. Let me tell you my moves on the Fortress. We had Ally Switch, as you guys know, Mimic, Protect, and Flash Cannon. Max health and max special defense. So I want to make this into a really bulky, fluffy Fortress, guys. Just think about it. Like, there's these trees in real life, right? They're really itchy if you like throw them and rub them on something. They're itchy balls, pretty much. That's what we used to call them in school. That's what this Fortress is right now. So the other move I got is Metal Sound on the Fortress. The Heatran, sorry, not the Fortress, and it's going to drop the special defense of the Pokemon, and Flashfire is going to be like super awesome there. I didn't actually do the Ally Switch this turn, and I out-predicted and got around it, which was amazing. So I was going to say what my moves were. We had Metal Sound, Rest, Magma Storm, and Scary Face. So now Fortress is going to take out the Slazzle, and it's going to go down. So my Fortress got around a 16 times weakness fire Pokemon, and that was a no-joke fire Pokemon. Like, Slazzle got some very, very high special attack. Okay, so Beware is finally going to land a good hit on my Heatran, almost taking me out there. And I'm going to go for the Scary Face. Scary Face animation actually looks really, really cool. And that's going to drop the Beware's speed. So at the moment, like currently, we've taken our Slazzle with the Fortress, right? And we've got 16 times weakness to fight. Okay, so in comes the big Golluspod. Now, I'm confident I can take this thing's attacks, but just in case it crits me, I'm going to go for the Protect Right. So now what Heatran's going to do, I think on this one, I went for the Scary Face. However, we got the Aqua Jet coming from the Golluspod, and Heatran is going to go down. But that doesn't matter, right? Because what happened there, right, is when I come across a Fire-type Pokemon, I did the Ally Switch with the Heatran, and that kept me alive, right? That definitely kept me alive, so it's sort of like done its job. Anyway, so now we're going to go into the Clefable. That was probably my favorite part of the battle. So we're going to go for an Ally Switch here real quick, right? And I did a test. I was like, I wonder if I can do Ally Switch and Heal Pulse if they swap positions, but unfortunately they can't. So a little thing, if you know there, guys, if you go for Ally Switch and Heal Pulse, even though you target the Pokemon, if you switch sides, the Heal Pulse will fail. So I probably shouldn't have experimented in the battle, but I was just very excited I was able to get this off. So anyway, we've got another Aqua Jet coming from the Golluspod. It's going to do nothing because I've got the Grass typing, plus I've got Fluffy, and now we're going to get a Heal Pulse from the Clefable, which is going to help out the Fortress. So Heal Pulse actually heals half the damage, half the health to your Pokemon. So you only need a couple and you're at full health again. So now Fortress is going to set up like a couple more Calm Minds. This Pokemon is very, very bulky if there's no Fire-type Pokemon around, right? Let me explain what the Clefable set is. We got Heal Pulse, Follow Me, Moonlight, and Protect. So that's doing a fair amount of damage to Aqua Jet. It's most definitely banded, I can tell by the damage. Go for a Moonlight there. So pretty much what I need to do right now is get the Fortress like enough Calm Mind so I can start doing some damage. Now, unfortunately for me here, quite a few of these Pokemon actually resisted the Flash Cannon. So even at something crazy like +6, I was not even going to take them out. Okay, so now we've got a Drain Punch coming from the Beware. It's not doing much. That fluffy Fortress, like someone in the comment section, like, to do some damage calcs. That's crazy. Okay, so now we got the Golluspod swapping out here, and we got the Rhyperior coming. So finally, a Pokemon I can actually do some damage to with my, super effective damage to from my Fortress. We have a double swap here. We had Sceptile and the Rhyperior coming in, and clearly both of them could not do any damage to me at all. Like, I was just taking those hits really easy. So I went for a Heal Pulse there, and Fortress is back to full health, and it's got, I think that's 3 Calm Minds now. So 3 Calm Minds up, which is good. So mainly it's going to be bulky on the special side. So I know this is probably going to be a Mega Sceptile, judging on what their team was. They didn't have any really other Mega Pokemon, and it's going to be... Now, the only thing I was worried about here is, does this thing have Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ice? If it has Fire, I'm toast. Like, pardon the pun, but I'm toast. I'm going to go down to like an Ember right here. So first thing I want to see what's going to go on. I'm going to go stick my finger in there, wave it a little bit, and it's going to go for a Leaf Storm. So I was like, damn, maybe it was already like targeting my Clefable, almost taking me down there from that big special attack from Sceptile. I'm going to eat my berry, which was a wiki berry, and my stats were max health, sorry, my EVs were max health and max defense, so I wasn't super bulky on the special side. Now, I actually gave Cafable the wrong berry. Like, I couldn't believe I did it, like, into this battle. I did a lot of battles with this team. I was very, very tired, like, continuing doing these battles. Anyway, so another Carmine up from my Fortress there. That's the main thing, right? And now Rhyperia's going to go for an Iron Head, which is going to do a thumping amount of damage. The only reason I leave that one just due to it's not being stabbed and max health and max defense. So now Sceptile's going to continue pressing me with that Leaf Storm. That's going to take out my Cafable. So the problem at the moment, right, is a lot of my support Pokemon are going down. Mega Alakazam really couldn't do anything, so I only had Mungus left to really help me out. So we're going to go for the big Flash Cannon here, and Flash Cannon is going to body the Rhyperior. So at the moment, if you've been counting, that's 2 Pokemon down to Fortress. I was like, can we get a Fortress sweep here? Can we get a Friday video, people? Anyway, so now we're going to go into Rage Quit, which is my Amoonguss. Let's go what this Amoonguss set is. So this Amoonguss was a Rage Powder. That's why I called it a Rage Powder. That's why I call it Rage Quit, pardon the pun there. And also, we had Spore, Protect, and my favorite healing move. So now we're going to Vikavolt there, the last Pokemon, and we got Beware coming in. So both these Pokemon are pretty hard hitters. Now, the thing about Vikavolt is, if it hits me on the special side, it's going to do a lot of damage. This thing is very, very powerful. So now we're going to Bug Buzz on my Amoonguss. Does a lot of damage there, getting a critical hit. My Amoonguss was max health and max defense. So now, firstly, we're going to put the Vikavolt to sleep with Spore. So I was starting to think of shenanigans, right? I was thinking, I might be able to do stuff like, Ally Switch Spore, right? I can switch my locations, put the Pokemon to sleep, and then I can set up. I thought it'd be like something scummy like that. So now we're going to go for the Protect there on the Amoonguss. We got a Double Edge from Beware. Man, if that connected, that would have done a heap of damage. I think I could have possibly lost my Amoonguss there, if it was definitely correct. So go for the Flash Cannon. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually do a lot of damage to the Vikavolt, but it's definitely going to take out the Beware. I knew with Vikavolt, it's going to be, maybe 2 to 3 hits, or I need like a special defense drop to take it out. Anyway, Beware was down. There was 3 Pokemon down. So we got the Slazzle down, we got the Rhyperior, and the Beware, which is really, really good. So now we got the Sceptile coming back in here. I'm going to go for a Rage Powder, because I felt like at this point in time, they were like, they'll be starting to rage, people. And now we got a Hidden Power. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a Hidden Power Ice or something like that. Or Fighting. I'm not really sure. I think it would have been Fighting. Anyway, so I'm going to throw another Flash Cannon there. Since I've got that Mega Sceptile on the field, I thought I'd aim it at it. And that's going to go down in one shot. So we've taken out 4 Pokemon now with a 16 times weakness Fortress. Man, this is crazy. Okay, so we've got 2 more Pokemon now. They're probably the 2 hardest Pokemon to take out, right? Because both of them resist Flash Cannon very heavily. And both of them are fairly bulky, especially Goldspot. Okay, so now we're going to Bug Buzz coming from the Vikavolt. And that does a fair amount of damage to my Fortress, wink wink. And man, those Carmines really helped me out a lot. The problem at the moment was his Leech Life, Choice Band, and Goldspot. So we're going to go for my favorite healing move here. Now, the thing about this is on my Amoonguss, I had Regenerator. So I was starting to think about things like, if I swap out my Amoonguss, right, get a Regenerator boost back, getting me at full health, I could sack off that Mega Alakazam and really help me out. That could be like very, very handy. So as you guys can see, it's a clear 3-hit KO on the Vikavolt with my Flash Cannon. So I thought, okay, let's play a little bit of Ally Switch, a little bit of musical Pokemons here. We're going to go for the Ally Switch, right? Switch some places, and we got another Bug Buzz from the Vikavolt. However, it's going to keep going from our Fortress. So Fortress is really good. Now, the only thing at the moment, if I get critical hit, that'd be really bad. So they both, man, they were out for my Amoonguss's blood there, man. They were out for it. So we're going to go for that Ally Switch Spore, putting Vikavolt back to sleep. At the moment, it would be very, very bad if I lost my Amoonguss, because it can put them to sleep, right? And it's going to still take about 5 hits to take out both of these Pokemon. My Fortress only has half health at the moment, so I thought, okay, the best course of action here, we'll go into skills, and we can get a Regenerator boost, right? So it's going to trace the emergency exit, Mega Alakazam. Anyway, so we got the Vikavolt put to sleep, and we got the Leech Life coming from the Gollespot there, and that's going to take out Mega Alakazam for about 1 million damage. It's a 1,000,000 hit KO, people, and that one goes down. Now, the good thing about that is, right, Amoonguss is going to return on the field with full health thanks to Regenerator. So go for another Flash Cannon there, and guess what, guys? Of course, on the second one, I get a special defense drop. I needed that on the first one. Anyway, so one more hit and Vikavolt's down. This is really, really exciting. We're getting very close. Can we get the full Forestry Suite with 16 times weakness? guys. So back onto the field with Amoonguss. Pretty much I could put both these Pokemon to sleep if I wanted to do. And now we got a Leech Life coming from that. That did a lot of damage considering things with Fluffy. So 2 more hits and my Fortress is down. Unfortunately, my Amoonguss lacks stuff like Heal Pulse, so it supports, but it doesn't really heal up my Fortress. Anyway, so we're going to go for another Flash Cannon. I've got to get rid of the other Pokemon on the field, so Vikavolt is down. That's a confirmed Pokemon KO. I actually really like that shine. It's super cool. All right, people. The last Pokemon we got is the Golisopod. Now, all I can do here is pretty much go for Rage Powder on my Amoonguss, and hopefully Fortress can, like, take it out. I'm like, at this point, I was like, okay, it's going to be about a 2 to 3 hit KO. If I can get a special defense drop, this would be, like, super cool. So at the moment, I'm at +6. It just doesn't do enough damage, unfortunately, and I need 1 more to take it out. However, it wakes up, and it's going to go for another Leech Life on my Fortress. And guess what, guys? The unthinkable happens. It takes out my Fortress with a crit. The absolute unthinkable happens. So all I've got now is just to support Amoonguss. But then it sort of struck me. I'm like, wait, guys, remember at the start of the battle how we know this thing's Choice Banner, right? Then I'm thinking, can I stall this out so it can struggle? This is my only way to win. So I was like, okay, I've got to go for Protect here. I've got to wait for Golisopod to wake up. Now, the problem is, right, my favorite healing move only has 8 PP at max, right? So, say you've got a big old 8 PP, and it's at max, right, and you're just waiting, right? Now, Leech Life has got, I think it's got about, don't quote me on this. I'm actually trying to remember off the top of my head. I think it's 16 or something like that. Anyway, like, real talk, it's got more PP than my favorite healing move. Anyway, so I thought, if I can keep going, heal, protect, heal, protect, it's going to do double the amount of, like, PP usage, right? I wish I had Pressure Amoonguss right now, people. Pressure Amoonguss. I need it in my life. Anyway, so we're going to go for Protect here, and I'm going to just keep healing off. Now, the thing I was really worried about is this thing has already critical hitted me once, like, more. Like, if it does it again, Amoonguss it's going to be very close whether I live it or not. So I just thought I can't, like, even though you can see there, it's probably a 3-hit KO, I didn't want to risk it. I had to heal up and protect. That was my only option. Now, the other move I had was Rage Powder and Spore. So I thought Spore wasn't anything worth it. We want it to stay awake and use up all of its PP, right? Okay, so we have another Leech Life on the Amoonguss. I can't believe it, guys. Like, seriously. Like, even, like, regardless of what happens in this video right now, I got a 16 times weakness Fortress to almost win. That deserves a like. Like, come on. Anyway, so we got some healing here. Amoonguss is almost back to full health there, which is nice. We had the Black Sludge as the item too. You guys probably already worked that one out. So pretty much I could keep continually healing here. So I've got 8 of these left. I think I've used 4 right now. The good thing is this thing only has, like, this actually used a couple of Leech Life early on, which actually helped me out too. Anyway, so it's going to go for another Leech Life on my Amoonguss. If I had Effect Spore, this would be interesting too. But then I was thinking if it kept putting it, like, it'd be my luck, right? So if I didn't have Regenerator and had Effect Spore and it just kept putting it to sleep, that'd probably be my luck right there. Okay. Anyway, we're back to full health once again, people. Here we go again, guys. Here we go again. The dude from CJ from Grand Theft Auto, guys. Here we go again. So we're going to go for another Leech Life here, and we're going to go for another Protect. And we got another Leech Life from the Golisopod. And this is the thing. I was really, really worried about the crit. Like, I can't believe that took... Like, I'm trying to go over the calcs, right? I believe I could have taken another Leech Life there, right? And I was going for a Spore on my Amoonguss. So that would have put it back to sleep. And then all I would have had to do is attack it the next turn when it was snoozing and take it out. And that would have been a full Fortress sweep. Anyway, sometimes, guys, you get dished up these plates and you just got to deal with them, all right? In life, you come across hard situations like this. You come up across a Leech Life Banded Golisopod with a credible attack, and all you've got is my favorite healing move and Protect. You don't have any attacking moves whatsoever. You got to get that struggle KO, people. That's what I'm going for right now. So we're going to heal back and get all our health back again. The good thing about, like, that is it gets all of its health back. Like, there's no, like, if I didn't have Black Sludge, it could have been, like, really nasty. That could have been doing, like, a lot of damage. All right, so going for Protect, it actually crossed my mind to go for maybe a couple of double Protect, and finally the Golisopod runs out. I had to Protect there just to see it's finally run out of all of its Leech Lifers. So pretty much here, I've got to save my PP a little bit. I was thinking I could go for my favorite healing move, but I've only got one more. Like, I think I've got one more left here. So Golisopod's going to go for Struggle, Choice Banded Struggle, and if you guys don't know what Struggle does, it's a typeless move. It's got 50 base power, and every time you use it right, you get a quarter of your health recall. So I need it to actually take itself out. So we're going to go, no more Protects here. We're just going to let it take itself out. It's still doing a fair amount of damage. Even a critical hit at the stage I could still heal off. I've got one more healing move left. And I was thinking, it only needs to hit me like 2 more times and then it's gone. So Golespod's going to go for another struggle here. I thought, okay, it's getting a little bit too risky here. I've got to go for my last healing move. I know even if they critted me this turn, I can live it. So that's it, people. I eventually ended up winning the battle because this is their last attack. And I beat a Golespod with struggle. I can't believe it. I told you guys this is an amazing battle. I'm torn between 2 emotions. I'm really salty that my Fortress didn't sweep, but Golespod I took out with struggle. Hope you really enjoyed that, people. Let's get a like on the video for that one. Okay, I want to do a special question of the day, people. Let's get right into it. So, would an Ember or Fire Spin one-hit KO a Fortress? So we're going to be doing the exact situation of what happened before. I wanted to test it with Pokemon that were not fire types and had the lowest special attack and the weakest fire moves. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I thought this would be an interesting question of the day to actually, show the question out in Showdown. Pardon the pun. So, what I did right is I got 2 accounts and I put out a Fortress and a fluffy ability, Beware, and I had my Alakazam and my Solrock. So the Pokemon I wanted to test on was Solrock and Bagon. So what do you guys think? Is it going to take it out? Yes or no? Leave in the comment section. So what we're going to do, while you guys are answering that, we're going to be setting up the fluffy Fortress. So what we're going to do, I just put the Fortress on the other side so you guys can clearly see what was going on here. So what I did is I skill swapped the Beware, I got the fluffy ability on that, and then I skill swapped the Fortress, right? So now the Fortress is going to have the fluffy ability. So the other Pokemon we had to do there is Trevenant, and Trevenant is going to give the grass typing to the Fortress, and then we can test it out with the Solrock and the Bagon. So Bagon actually gets Ember, and Solrock gets Fire Spin. So Solrock is the only non-fire type to get Fire Spin, which is really cool, and Bagon is one of the only Pokemon to get that's not fire to get Ember. I think the other one was Castform, but Castform's special attack, was a lot higher, so I thought I'd choose the 2 weakest. Okay, people, the moment's truth has come. I can go for Ember on the Fortress, and we're just gonna go Protect there and see what this does. So Trevor's gonna Protect, Stealth Rock from that. Here we go, guys. It takes it out. Ember is a confirmed KO. Now that was a max special attack Bagon, and that was my normal Fortress. That was my exact Fortress from the video. Okay, next test. Let's see if we can take it out with Fire Spin. Fire Spin is 35 base power, so it's 5 base power weaker than Emberite. And Fortress is, not Fortress, the Solrock special attack is nothing to write home about. So I wanted to see firstly if we could take it out with Ember and Fire Spin from No Stab and the lowest special attacking Pokemon that could learn those moves right. Okay, so same thing as before. Is it going to be a yes or a no? Will it take it out, people, or not? And we've got a little bonus after this, but before we get to that, let's keep going. So we're going to go for the Sturdy. We're just going to quickly mock this up again. I probably could have just given Fortress the fluffy ability now. I just like sort of inputted some Pokemon that I already had in the Showdown. Showdown's a very good place to actually test out your monster. Okay, so now we're going to go to Bagon. I just want to Protect off. It's going to go for its final Rock Polish. Trevenant is going to give it the Grass. And here we go, people. We're going to go for the Fire Spin on the from the Solrock and see how much it does to it. Or does it take it out? Or doesn't it take it out? Fire Spin, people. Fire Spin. Here we go. Trevor's going to Protect. Bagon's going to Protect. Rock Polish. And we're going to go for... Oh, Fire Spin. Fire Spin miss. I get the first... That's the only thing about Fire Spin is... Okay, rip. Rest in peace, people in the chat. We got to go again. We got to try that again. So everyone could just do their moves again. I'm pressing buttons on other screens. It's taking a little while here. Okay, so we're going to go for Protect here. Rock Polish. I just thought I'd go for any move there. Fire Spin takes it out in one shot. Damn. Okay, so I thought, let's take this to the absolute extreme, people. What I did right is this time I took all of Bagon's special attack EVs out, right? And I gave it a Adamant nature. So I gave it a hindering nature before it had Modest. So now it's got Adamant, 0 IVs in special attack, and no EVs in special attack. So this is like pretty much the lowest fire move you could possibly, ever do to Fortress. So quickly, we're just going to reset everything up and test this one out. But I wanted to ask you guys, do you like these sort of things in the video? Would you guys like to see Pokemon Showdown in my videos at all? I know you guys like the games and stuff, but would you like to see Pokemon Showdown? Would you care if I uploaded, Showdown videos to my channel as well? I'm not saying no only. It's always something I sort of was curious about. Sometimes it takes a long time to prepare teams and stuff. Like, I could definitely put more videos out a little bit often. Just a question. Anyway, so here we go, people. Is this going to take it out of Ember? here we go, people. This has got the Bagon. I'm just going to press protect on that. Here you can see it's got the fluffy ability on it. It's got the steel, bug, and grass typing. Just so you guys, I just made it clear so everyone can see what's going on the screen. Okay, here we go. Protect on the Soul Rock. Protect on the Trevenant. It's going to set up Stealth Rocks there. And it only does half health. So with a hindering nature, no special attack EVs, and 0 IVs, it does 55%. So there you go, people. I thought I'd do that last little test for the fun of it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This took me a very, very long time to make. If you could drop a like on the video, any feedback, I really would appreciate that, people. And I'll catch you guys probably in tomorrow's video if it's not something crazy difficult like this. Alright, people. Have a wonderful day, night. Peace out.